What's going on, everyone? IBG here, Coach Youth Interactions, back for my Week 4 team builder and um, post-commentating match against Jason, coach of the Nevada Umbreon. So, I apologize for this being out a whole lot later than it needs to be. This should have been recorded maybe around Monday and probably uploaded on that same day. But no, it's Thursday, mainly because last time I recorded it, it didn't record the auto, so we'll try it again. Anyways, I've been a little bit behind on recording for the weekly uploads. I especially usually upload like maybe like 2 or 3 videos, mainly because of Team Builder and post commentary. But now I'm just gonna do one for at least this week because of the thing. Because of this resulting in me having to get back on schedule and be trying to get on the right track. But anyways, let's ignore that. His team was a really weird team whenever I prepped against it. It had Toxapex, Alolan, Marowak, Volcarona, Mega Sceptile, Scizor, Crobat, Mantine, Umbreon, Rhyperior, Dewgong, Luxray, and Ampharos. If you want to recap of what that was, you can check that out in the description. I don't think you have the channel, so I can't leave that either down there. But first off, we have Scented the Garchomp, Choice Scarf, like last time, it's Rough Skin, because nobody runs Sandville anymore since Gen 5. Oh, we got Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Fire Fang. Dragon Claw and Earthquake are my main 4 stabs, and I have Rock Slide mainly for that Volcarona. I can also hit it with the Crobat as well as the Mantine. So I have super effective against those 2, or those 3 I mean. Fire Fang is only for the Scizor, and mainly only for the Scizor, because I saw Scizor as a big threat because it gets moves to where it could hit a bunch of my team pretty hard. But I did want to carry the Fire Fang since I outspeed, and it pretty much would have been a 2-shot. Next up, we have Thundersteeren, the forecast of Thundersteeren with Life Orb, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Focus Blast, and Dark Pulse. I ran both electric moves mainly because I didn't really want to carry Hidden Power Flying because I didn't see a purpose for it. Yes, I did hit Volcarona and Mega Sceptile, but I could just hit that. I can hit Thunderbolt for Volcarona. I really don't want to stay in on a Sceptile when it outspeeds me, and could possibly hit me back with like an Outrage or Dragon Pulse. But anyways, I had those 2 moves for stab. I had Focus Blast for the Umbreon and the Rhyperior, because those are 2 walls that I can't break through, so I just carried that. I also had Dark Pulse for the Alolan Marowak, just in case if you brought it. Next up, we have Crazy Art, the Alolan Muck, Soul Vested, with a touch of course, and then we have Poison Jab, Knockoff, Rock Slide, and Shadow Sneak. Poison Jab, Knockoff, main 4 stabs. Rock Slide I have for Volcarona. I also hit Crobat with it, and Mantine. Mainly all the rock moves I carry for those 3, and then I have Shadow Sneak for priority, because you never could go wrong with any sort of priority on a slow Pokemon. Next up, we have Hard Body, the Uniclus, Life Orb, and Magic Guard, negating the recoil from the Life Orb, but still getting the damage or extra damage dealt. I did run the Trick Room set, and I had Psychic, Shadow Ball, and Focus Blast, because with those 3 moves, I'm pretty sure I can knock anything down to at least half health. Next up, we have Heavy, the Snorlax, Figgy. I decided to run the Figgy Cursor Cycle set with the Gliding ability, and then 2 attacks, returning Earthquake. Mainly because this set right here can live any hit, curse up if it needs to, restore with Figgy, recycle that Figgy baby back, and then hit it hard with the return Earthquake. And then finally, we have May the Glaceon, because I'm an Overwatch fan as well. I decided to run the leftovers because I didn't want to go offensive, or with an offensive item. The ability really didn't matter because I'm not using a Hail team or using Hail on this thing for that matter. I did run Ice Beam for stab. Water Pulse, I do hit the Alolan Marowak, the Volcarona. And I did run HP Electric, mainly for that Mantine since I know it's going to be special defensive wall. And I believe it did like 40, does like 30 to 40 with that HP Electric. So it's still good damage, and if it's not Spadef, it will two-shot the Mantine. So that's my team right there, and since I'm behind, I can instantly go into this replay. And this was done probably like a week ago. Yeah, just about. But as you can see, he brought Toxapex, Ampharos, Umbreon, Mega Sceptile, Rhyperior, and Mantine. I expected the Scizor to come, maybe as well as the Alolan Marowak, but those two decided not to come. The Ampharos was definitely something I didn't really prepare for, nor was the Mantine, since Toxapex is more of a wall than what Mantine would be. But anyways, let's get into battle. Turn 1, I lead off with Understeer while he leads off with Rhyperior. I end up making the bad lead here, so I just go into heavy since it's my most. Oh my god, that freaked me out. I feel I go into heavy to take any sort of hits he has against mainly my defensive wall. I go into he swaps into Ampharos next turn while I go for the Dark Pulse. I expected to stay in just to do some damage with a Dark Pulse, but I end up critting it, leaving it over half. So I bring in Alolan Muck just to take any sort of special hit that he brings, because Alolan Muck is soul bested, he can take any hit. He goes for Dragon Pulse here, and then goes for it again, leaving me at half, but I knock off to get rid of it. Find out it was Choice Specs, so that damage really didn't prove why it was. Ampharos has high special attack, so I don't know why it is so little. I guess because Little Muck's have bulky. So he brings in Mantine here. He protects and then goes for the Air Slash, and I just knock off that leftovers. Very good play on my part because I wanted those leftovers gone. Because with the roots of leftovers, that thing would be sitting there for a while. So here I go to May. HP Electric probably toxics me, and I get put on a timer. He just keeps on roof stalling, so I just keep on clicking HP Electric. It does less because he roofs, losing that flying type ability. So right here he goes into Umbreon. I decided to make a swap and go to Thunder Stand. So right here, I believe I go to Thunderbolt, predicting maybe the Mantine coming in again for a Focus Blast, but no, he decided to stay and go for the Shadow Ball. So I just see that I think he was probably just gonna sack this thing off. So I just Focus Blast, maybe just because if he decides to go to Rhyperior, I could probably hit that thing harder. He goes on Toxapex. He Baneful Bunkers on the Thunderbolt, but that really doesn't stop Thunder Steering from hitting any sort of move except for just that turn. So just Thunderbolt again, and that thing is off the field. So one of the walls on his team is gone instantly, thankfully. I go into Snorlax, he Ice Beam right here, which I don't know why he packed Ice Beam. I'm guessing for excuse me. I guess he packed it for Garchomp. I mean, you could just run Ice Punch and that'd do just as much. But I guess he just ran Ice Beam just because. Special move. Normally you don't see special defensive Garchomp, so I guess he ran that for that reason. So I curse right here while he Dragon the Hills and brings me out into Glaceon. Right here, I believe I just Water Pulse because I was trying to prove a point to one of my friends saying that I brought Water Pulse for it, and then I just Water Pulse there on the incoming switch to Sceptile. Right here, I just Ice Beam because I didn't know if the Sceptile would have done anything. So I just Ice Beam right here, and I end up getting the freeze, which is very lucky on my part. That leftover is gone, so I know I can kill with or knock this Mantine out with the HP Electric. I get a crit here. I don't think it mattered because the roll would have done that amount right there. I Ice Beam right here because I didn't know if what he was gonna do with the Rhyperior, and I also didn't know if I was gonna outspeed, so I just thought I could just sack this thing off and go into maybe Garchomp or Snorlax just to finish up. So I just Ice Beam, and it turns out I outspeed, so it's a good thing on my part. I don't have to deal with it. And the final Pokemon is Sceptile. I go into Heavy since it can take no matter what set, take anything no matter what set of the Sceptile he is, even special or physical. Turns out he is physical, and I really didn't know what he did with the synthesis play right here, or trying to prove with the synthesis play. I know he lost, but I don't know why you would hack that set on the move set. He was quakes while I curse up. And right here I'm just stalling for like a little bit. I just recycle Figure Berry try to get the +2 and then knock this thing out with a return. After this curse, I believe I'll just click a return, just knock it out. And this is the end of the battle. So again, sorry in advance for making this video come out so late. I've been busy and the league has been busy as well. But hopefully I'll be able to get back into a normal schedule for the league. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see y'all week 5.